Okay, the application we're going to be using for our video editing today is called Youcut. Let's get into it. When it loads up, you're going to find a plus button down here, so you click on it and you select new project. But if you already had a project you're working on and then you exit, you're going to find it in your draft or the first one here. But then we'll click on new project. All right, new project, I select the set of videos I want. I already made some short clips I'll be using for the tutorial today, so I'll just select them. Okay, now they're loaded up. All right, let's see what they look like. Okay, you could make use of stuff like this for your businesses and all of that. Okay, you just video whatever as a product and then you make a very short and interesting video with it. Okay, now we've seen what our video is looking like. We're gonna have to start working on it right now. I'm gonna start with the cropping. I crop the videos from where I don't want them to play, right? So I swipe through, then to this point. This is where I want it to stop, right? So I'm gonna have to cut it here. When you cut whichever part you don't want, you're gonna find a delete button here, so you just delete it, right? I'm going to be needing this from here, so I'm going to cut. I wouldn't be needing this one, so I delete. Alright, that's the first set. You cut all the parts you're going to be needing. So I'm going to have to fast forward this, but first you can move your videos. Okay, you grab and hold, wait for a while, then you can move it around. When you're done, you click OK. I'm going to be working on the cutting now, so just hold on. Okay, now I'm done with the cutting. We're going to go into some other parts. Let's see. Okay, I don't want the sounds from the clip. So what do? I mute. When I mute this, it mutes every clip. But let's say I didn't want to mute all the clip. I want to mute a particular clip. I want to mute just a few clips and then leave a few. What do? Unmute. Select a clip I want to mute. It comes up with this option. So you select the volume and then you reduce it. But then I want all the clips to be muted. So I go to mute clip audio. Alright. Now that I'm done with this, let's work on the transitioning. So I get a better transition. It don't just disappear and appears. Okay. All right, so I'm working on the transition, fades in. You see that? Or I can choose from varieties of transitions I have here. Okay, they are real funny ones though, but I think let's see what this one looks like. Now the clips are really short, so the transitions could be very fast, which isn't really nice when I'm looking at it. If you had longer clips, it's going to give you longer transitions. All right, slow and long. Okay, so I go with that transition. Are you seeing what's going on here when I make transitions? Right here. Okay, so let's go. I keep adding the transitions. Okay, so I'm just going to add all my transitions right now. Okay, I'm done adding the transitions. So the next thing I want to do, I want to add some filter. Okay, I want to add some, it's called color grading professionally, but here it's called filter. So I click on the filter icon, and then I get a particular kind of filter I would like. It's black and white, but I'm not going for that, so I keep selecting. Now I want to go with the story, all right, and you could adjust a few things here. The light, you want it brighter, you want more light, you want the color, the image to be faded or not, you want to add colors to it, and you want to add shadow colors and all of that. You could just play around with these other effects and see what goes. You want to sharpen the video, maybe it's not sharp enough. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to work on my video. Done with this video. One quick tip: whatever you do to one video, make sure you do it to the other video so it looks professional. Don't do one thing to one video and do another thing to another video. Okay, so let me apply the effect to all the other videos. Okay, now I'm done with setting up the colors on my, fixing the colors, the color grading, which is a filter. Now there are other things like effects here. Okay, the effects, you could add any kind of effects to there are lots of effects here, but there are a few I love to use mostly, although you could try out a lot of it. have the black and white effect, but I love going for the motion effect, the motion where the zoom in, zoom out, the record, zoom lens, blur in and blur out. So right now I want to make use of the blur in. Okay, you find out it's blurred out this part, and there are lots of other effects you can go with. I don't like using more of the effects because if you don't use it purposefully, you're gonna end up destroying what you're working on with so many effects. Okay, now what's the next thing here? I want to try adding a text. Okay, now you select on the text icon, allows you type, right? Okay, now I'm done typing. I choose a font, choose any font from here. I love making use of this font. Now you could make use of this fonts, the fonts that are here, but if you're not okay with it, click on the plus icon and then you're going to find other fonts you could download, but I love this font, so I'm going with this. Now the colors, I want the color to be white. You could set the opacity, which is here. Set the opacity. I want the opacity to be down just a little bit. Okay, now we have a label, which is what's here. I don't want which is what's here. You could choose what color you want for the label, the opacity of the label and all of that, but I don't want a label, so I'm going to take that off. And we have border. Okay, all of these I don't really want to make use of all of these. You could try them out, shadows and all of that, depending on what you're working on, but for this video I don't need that. So we'll have transition. I'm going to come to this later. Okay, how the transition thing works, but not with text though. I don't want to add transition to this, so I go to this setting. On this setting, the character. Okay, spacing the character. The line here, the line is for if you had two layers of text, all right, to space the line in between them. Then this is the opacity. I already did the opacity thing the other side, so there's no need. Okay, I want it spaced out. All right, so when I'm done, I click on the good button here and reduce this so it looks nice. All right, now there's a way you could check good. You see the plus icon there? It shows you that it's aligned. So this is it, except you want it vertical. There's something here that could tell you if you are on the right path. Okay, the lines shows you if you're in the middle, but I don't want to keep it up there. I want to keep it down here, so I'm going to follow the line that's standing up here. Good. I want it here, and then I want it a little bit bolder. All right, it's good. Now if I move this like this, the text is soon going to fade out, but I want the text to be there till the end of the video. So I click on the text and then drag it to expand it. Okay, it stays to the end of the video. All right, so you see our video is coming out nicely. And okay, next we're going to be adding a sticker, although we won't be needing sticker for this video, but for the purpose of the training, click on the sticker icon, wait for it to load. It makes use of your internet to get new stickers. Okay, but when it's here, you could just come and then you click on it. All right, I want to make use of this, so I click on that and then the sticky icon here, and then you see we have our stickers here. Now one good thing about sticker is it's always in motion, so you see it's in motion. Now I could decide to add animation to it. Animation is how do I want it to come in. I want it to slide in right, I want it to slide in left, okay, or sliding right. All right, so you see, let's check that out really quick. Slides in right and slides, okay, but I don't need that right now, so you could just explore that yourself. Let's say we're adding an image. This PIP, okay, it's a way of adding a content on top of an already existing content. For example, I click on it and then I select these, it comes up, right? And just like every other thing I added, you could extend it to the end or decide to keep it very short and concise depending on where you want it to come in. Now there's something on the internet these days that you could just remove the background and just the right up is left. How do you do that? There's something here called chroma. Okay, chroma, you click on it, you select the part that you don't want, and the part we don't want is obviously the background, so we click on the background and we choose the strength. Okay, so getting here we just have to click on the button here, and we're good with that. But since we aren't using that, I'm taking it off the chat. You could go through all of these and explore, okay? But these are the basics I'm just showing you. So the last thing I'm going to be showing you is the music. You can add your music via, we have featured music. These are music that comes with the app, okay? You click on it, you select to sing. You select it to see if that's what you actually want, and if that's what you want, to select the use, but not selecting here. Okay, so now just in case I did maybe a voiceover or something I want to make use of, or there's music I downloaded I wanted to make use of, you go to my music. Okay, when you click, it takes you to your file where you could select where you added your music, my folder, and then okay, you go select whichever music you want. For example, I want to select the music I downloaded to Bigmeat. Okay, downloads. So I could select the music from here, any music I want. Add a play. Alright, it is what I. So if that's what I want, I add it there, place to this point, and then this is where I want it to stop. So I split. Now when you split, you could delete the other part of the music, and you could do a few things to the music. Delete, you could increase the volume if the volume you have is not enough. You could fade, yeah, fade, the fade in and fade out. Alright, you want it to fade while coming in. And then fades while going out. So that's it. But I'm not making use of that. I'm just gonna add the sound I intended to use. So we're deleting this. Okay, now let's assume we're done editing our video. So all we need to do is click on the save button here. You could adjust this setting to fit into your desired frame, but I like it this way, so I'm just going to make it high and make this high. Nope, making this low.